happening now. The Auto Club and the CHP reminding drivers about the dangers of street racing.
Fox 5's Jacqueline Sarkeesian live in Mission Valley with their warning. Jacqueline, good morning.
Hi, good morning to both of you. So yes, we're in the parking lot just in front of AAA here in Mission Valley. And one of the main reasons I'm learning why street racing has increased so dramatically is because during the pandemic, of course, a lot of people were not on the roads. People were stuck at home, so they weren't driving, which led to more street racing because we've got open roads. And Doug Shoup with AAA joining me right now just to break down really some of the statistics and the thousands and thousands of calls CHP received in terms of street racing.
Yeah, the CHP reported that they responded to 25,000 calls involving street racing in 2020, and that was 3,500 more calls than what they responded to in 2019. And you know, this is not a victimless crime. People are being killed and seriously injured, and they're innocent bystanders. They're, you know, passengers or drivers in other vehicles, pedestrians, bicyclists. This is unfortunately an epidemic during this pandemic, and we want to get the word out there about how dangerous and illegal this activity is.
Now, did you guys see a lot of those calls coming from the San Diego region?
Yeah, in fact, it's happening all across Southern California, all across the state, but really it's happening all across the country. There are certain areas here in San Diego County which are more prone to it. Mira Mesa area seems to be a real problem. Otay Mesa area seems to be an issue where we're getting a lot of calls and hearing about it. The CHP is reporting that. So we want to get the word out to everybody, you know, especially parents with young drivers in the family.
Now, talk to us a little bit about this new initiative you guys are teaming up with CHP, as well as you were telling me off camera about the bill that's currently being discussed that you're hoping, I'm sure, is passed.
We are very hopeful that the Governor Newsom will sign AB 3 into law. It is on his desk right now, and what AB 3 would do is allow the courts to issue a license suspension, driver license suspension for up to 6 months for people who are engaging in those street takeovers or sideshows. Currently, only people convicted of actually street racing could face that kind of a penalty. But what we know is that once people start doing those donuts in the intersection, those sideshows, they end up doing street racing. So we hope that this is going to be one step toward cutting down on this activity.
And Doug, you mentioned, you know, so many families suffering from street racing. We've got two families with us right now, Lily and Lori. One lost their daughter, and then you lost a niece in 2019. What is something now that you're doing, kind of, you know, putting your pain into something educational?
Yeah, so after I lost my niece, like, one of the things that I promised her is that I was going to keep her memory alive, and I did not want her death to be in vain. I teamed up with Lily from Street Racing Kills. We met at a town hall meeting, and we both have the same passion. We don't want our loved one's death to be in vain. So what we're doing is just we're educating the youth. We're bringing awareness to the dangers of illegal street racing, and our stories are the reality of what happens when they make those decisions. There's deadly consequences, not only effective to their family, but to our family. The man that killed my niece was also sentenced to a 7-year prison sentence for felony hit and run and also for manslaughter.
And Lily, how's it been for you? Your daughter was killed, did you say in 2014?
December 7, 2013, she passed away. And at the time, I didn't know what street racing was. I didn't know. She was just a passenger in the back seat. Had no idea it existed. I mean, I seen movies, but I never ever thought that, you know, the Fast and the Furious can be actually real and be happening in our streets. However, I knew for sure that had he not taken the challenge of a street race, he was a week shy of 18, my daughter would walk in this earth with me right now. And I wanted to do everything I do to prevent a parent from losing a child, to prevent a brother from losing a sister like her brother, to prevent a best friend from losing a best friend. And that's how little by little, I named it Street Racing Kills because that's exactly, you know, straight. That's what happened to her. If he didn't street her, she would be alive right now. And I just kept going with the organization. I was nonprofit within a year, and it just kept growing and growing. It was always about educating the youth. I thought they would plant that seed, and you know, little by little, you know, at least they get it before, and hopefully saving one life to me is sparing a parent from losing a child.
Yeah, you don't want other families, other parents aunts, uncles to go through what you two experienced. We are so sorry for your loss, and it takes a lot of courage doing what you're doing, because you have to continuously talk about losing that loved one, but you're also educating so many families, so many people, not just in San Diego, I'm sure, but other people are hearing this story, educating them on the dangers of street racing. We're going to hear more about their initiative coming up in the next hour, but for now, I'll send it back to both of you in the studio.